All right, well, this song makes up for the last level's song being kind of bland. I can't even focus on the game. I'm just jamming. I don't want to reunite. It's terrifying. And it also has big nipples. This busting makes me feel good, you know? It just does. It just does. See ya, bitches. Toto. Oh no, that's to do. Like, who's Toto? What? Oh. Woo, that scared me. Oh. She was standing like right in front of me. I wasn't expecting to be like right there. Yeah! Smile, you son of a bitch. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever beaten this game in my life. Oh god. Oh. Oh god, it's gonna be close. Oh, no. Oh god. Oh, I missed it. Oh. I lived. I lived. Superman, what? I shoot the bad guys, yeah. I am Robo. I am a cop. I'm gonna punch you in the dick. Hey. To win the game, you gotta play the game, you know? Shooting me from far away. Oh shit. He snatched me right off that raft. Holy fuck. I hope people are clipping this, because it is funny as shit. Going to take a picture so we can document this. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh god. They saw me take a picture. Oh shit. Oh god, they're coming. Oh god, the crazy cult members are coming. Oh god. Hide, chat. Where's my bear spray? Where's my bear spray? We're gonna hide. Buddy, yo, boy, make a big noise playing in the street. Gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, big disgrace. Kicking your can all over the face. Get it. Yeah. Hold down the button. Hold down the button. For the love of God, hold down the button. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! I think it's time for some tunes. Oh shit. Yo, hello everybody. Welcome in to another day of video games. Yes. More video games. Yes. Yeah, and we're going to be checking out a game that not only have I never streamed, but a game that I have not played since literally like the early 90s. King's Quest VI. I'm pretty excited to check it out. Had this game, it came with like whatever PC we bought at the time, which might have been like 486. It came with a copy of this game, so I remember playing it a lot, and yeah, so there's gonna be a lot of nostalgia, I think, for me for this. Hopefully it's good. As good as I remember. Because you know how nostalgia can be, and rose-colored glasses and all that thing. So hopefully it'll be good. I mean, King's Quest series was one of the biggest like video game franchises of the 90s, so had to be good, right? Yo, Josh, what's up, dude? All right, so let's go here. I guess I need to start the game. And let's do this. Start. One of these days and start. Maybe. Is it going? I hit start. Why do these things always happen when I start streaming and not when I test them prior to streaming? This is what I want to know. Is what I want to know. The agency I've been working with decided to renew our contract for another 3 months today. Nice. Excellent. Love to hear it. Oh, there it goes. Whoa. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Can I make this bigger? Is that gonna mess up? I don't think that changed your view. All right, let's do. Wait, I gotta get TikTok going. You know, I have to commend TikTok for when I started streaming retro stuff, they didn't have like specific games listed, you know, like the way that Twitch does. Like categories. But they have tons of them now. But they only have 4 King's Quest games, and they don't have the one I'm playing. Might just have to do it under retro. It's like they had Twilight Princess, they had Super Mario Sunshine. A lot of the games I've played recently, they actually had as like categories. They call them topics in TikTok. I just do retro. We'll just do retro. Sounds like it could be a James Bond movie. Yeah. All of the King's Quest games had like James Bond like titles. Like the third one is called To Err is Human. 5 is Absence Makes the Heart Go Yonder. 7th one is called The Princeless Bride. Not Princess Bride, Princeless Bride. All right, we're live on the TikToks. All right, let's watch the opening.
Long ago, in the castle of a kingdom called Daventry.
Alexander, here you are. Oh, you're still not thinking about Cosima, are you?
Look at those graphics.
Suppose I am.
Son, it's been months. You've got to pull yourself together. After all, you only met her that once.
I know.
Have you discovered anything about the land of the Green Isles?
No. No one's even heard of it. It's like she's just vanished.
I wish I could help. Please try to think about something else, dear.
I'll try, Mother.
Why does it look like TikTok is not getting the audio from the game? See my mic audio.
Alexander, I feel so alone. I don't know what to do. Alexander, I wish you were here. Alexander, Alexander, Alexander.
Cosima! Wait! Mother! Mother, come quick!
Alexander, what on earth? You're white as a ghost.
Mother, I saw Cosima. She was in the mirror.
In the mirror? The magic mirror?
Yes! And it showed me how to find her.
How?
The stars! I saw the stars
No audio?
outside her window. I
don't
can
know why.
navigate by the stars.
Oh, Alexander, if you really go...
It will be all right, Mother. I promise.
Mic audio though? Let me know that works. loud. How about that? Any better? Checking.
For long months, Prince Alexander sailed the known seas and beyond.
Check. Better? Groovy. I had to turn it down to 21%. I don't know why it's so loud.
Land ho! Land ho! Land ho!
As the ship nears the shore, day turns
Uh-oh,
to
it's a
night,
storm.
and the sea turns violent.
This game was advanced for 1992. Love the King's Quest series. Me too. I'm excited to revisit this one. I miss Sierra. Me too. No, they had some good games.
Alexander awakens to find himself on an unfamiliar beach. For a moment, he is too dazed to remember how he got here. Then, he does remember. The shipwreck. The sea. Just as he had seen his men safely into the lifeboats, a gigantic wave
I feel like the narrator's a lot quieter than the
churning sea.
rest of it was.
That was the last he'd seen of his crew. Debris from the shipwreck is scattered along the shore, but of the lifeboats and his men, there is thankfully no trace. He can only hope and pray that the lifeboats survived the currents, and that his men made their way safely back to Daventry.
Never heard of these games? They were big in the 90s, and then the series kind of fizzled out. And then Sierra just kind of went away too. All right. Love and hate how one misstep in the beginning of the game can make it unfinishable in the end. I do vaguely remember that.
Alexander picks up his royal insignia ring from the beach.
Yes, he does. cool about this series is it was like an anthology. Like each game was like its own story, different characters. Is this my first playthrough? It's my first playthrough since like the early 90s, yes. But I have played this before when I was a kid. So okay, we'll just go right to the castle. Yo, Aaron, good to see you. This brings back memories, right? Beep. I'm just gonna go walk right in.
No strangers may enter the castle of the crown.
I'm not a stranger. Stranger.
Alexander politely addresses the odd-looking guards at the castle doors, hoping to learn more about his predicament.
Good day to you, guards. I was cast upon this island in a storm, and I'm a little confused about my location. Could you tell me what place this is and who lives in this castle?
Hey, what is that you say? A castaway? A likely story. We haven't had any foreigners in this part since Alhazred arrived.
Don't be so rude, Gruff. He's
Yeah,
not
Sierra
asking for
made the
any
Incredible
secrets.
Machine games, which were also
You're standing on
super
the Isle
fun.
of the Crown, lad, and this is the Castle of the Crown. The royal family resides here. Rather, what's left of the royal family.
The Isle of the Crown. But tell me,
Those graphics.
am I anywhere near the land of the Green Isles?
This
It's actually
is
really
the
good.
land
His
of the
mouth
Green
is
Isles.
moving
The Isle of the Crown
pretty
is the main
closely to
island,
the
foolish
words.
boy.
Then Princess Cassima must live in this very castle.
Aye, the princess is indeed our treasure jewel to God, and we consider it an honor.
Westwood Studios also sorely missed, yes. Command and Conquer series is one of my favorite games of all times. The first game, but the whole series is
Excuse me,
near and dear to my heart.
guard dogs. I've been traveling for months to see Princess Cassima. I would like an audience, please.
I'm sorry, but the princess is not receiving visitors, particularly not strangers.
It won't do any good to try to convince the door itself to allow Alexander to pass. It only does as it's told.
All right, let's walk over here. Is the audio loud enough? I know the intro was like super loud, but it seems a lot quieter now.
Groovy!
The narrow path ends abruptly at a pile of boulders. Vines have begun to climb the castle's stucco walls.
Why do I remember that castle stucco walls?
Vines have begun to climb the castle's stucco walls.
Sounds good. Awesome. We used to play a lot of D&D games, the ones where your party was little inch-tall pixel people moving around a map and solving puzzles and killing monsters and stuff. Oh, I feel like later you go, maybe you put on a different outfit and you go in there so they don't see you put it on. Really wild how memories of early games can come back to you so easily 25 years later, right? Like, I remember all of this, but I don't, like, I remember the way all of this looks. But we'll see how well I remember any of the puzzles. Buddy, what you got? What you selling?
Good day, peddler.
Good day, sir. If you would like to get one of my fine new lamps, I'll need an old lamp in trade.
Isn't it a rather bad business?
I remember that.
Taking old lamps and giving new lamps in exchange?
Well, there's always a chance that I'll find a genie. If I had a genie, I'd be richer than a king. Besides, there's always a roaring business in antique luminaries.
The sign says pawn shop.
What does this sign say?
The sign above the door says Ali's Books.
Okay. Oh, you gonna say something?
The sign above the door says Ali's Books.
It looked like the peddler was gonna say something, but I interrupted.
Good day.
My God, I remember the giant stuffed bear.
Towering mightily over the other pawn shop curiosities, the stuffed bear makes an ostentatious display.
Good day, merchant. What can you tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I can tell you she is in a dark time. Without
Alexander
the
has some really
communication
nicely
between the
coiffed
islands has
hair
ground
for
to a halt, and
being
so
a
nearly has
shipwreck
my
survivor.
business. Why the long ages of peace have ended, and why the crown has not done something about it is beyond me. But then, I am a shopkeeper, not a politician, and can only hope for better days.
Okay. What you got here on your counter? Looks like a bird.
The pawn shop's counter is made of a sturdy teak. The wood is well worn by eager hands and well oiled by the shop's faithful keeper.
Okay. What about these giant bat wings?
A strange-looking winged device occupies one corner of the room. It is frail with disuse. Alexander finds it intriguing. Perhaps he thinks it was once used in a local sporting event, in which enthusiasts jumped from cliffs, glided on air currents, and then attempted to land, frequently crunching a bone or two in the process. Alexander shudders at the thought and decides to stick to dragon slaying.
And his mind really went off on a tangent just by looking at those wings. Definitely used by people to jump off cliffs. Yep.
How bide you, good merchant?
Quite well, though a purchase would not hurt me any.
The back wall of the shop holds various odds and ends. For example, a hull hole detector for finding those hard-to-spot holes in small sailboats. If Alexander wants anything from the pawn shop, he'll have to first give the pawn shop owner something in trade.
Oh, is that how it works? All right.
The stuffed bear probably has stuffed fleas. Alexander decides to keep his distance. Alexander's musical abilities have always leaned more towards wind instruments.
What about this axe?
The pawn shop is too cluttered and dusty to poke around in efficiently.
If you say so, I guess we'll be leaving. Come back later. Descriptions in this game are wild, yeah. Going to Ali's Books.
Hello. I will be right up.
Look at this character.
Now, what can I do for you?
I'm gonna go talk to this person.
Good day, sir.
The mysterious old man just ignores Alexander.
What if I poke him?
For some inexplicable reason, Alexander feels compelled to avoid this hooded old man.
Fine.
A small fire burns in the fireplace despite the warmth of the day outside. Perhaps the bookshop owner simply finds it comforting. There's a book entitled The Changing Role of Court Entertainers Through the Ages on the small table in the reading area. It appears that some regular customer likes that book.
I once tried to remember what game this was by Googling old computer games. Game starts on a beach. I think that's a pretty good search to start with.
Alexander feels his pockets carefully to make sure he hasn't lost anything.
Favorite game growing up? Nice.
There's a small table near the door that bears a sign. The sign has undergone a number of changes. It once read 10 pence, but that was crossed out and replaced with 5 pence, then 1 pence, then free. The sign currently reads, "Take one, please."
I guess
one
we'll have
book remains on the table.
Guess we'll have to take one.
It looks like the bookshop owner really wants to get rid of that book. Alexander picks up the book from the small table.
Mine?
Oh, yes, please, take that book. You have my most humble thanks for doing so, good sir.
Really? Thanks.
Where we get our... Oh, yeah, up here. That's our ring, and that's the book we just got.
Alexander is carrying a book from the bargain table in the bookshop.
Is this the one where you paint a door on the side of the castle? I think so. Or is this one of those weird guys that are on the beach? There is a group of characters on a beach later. All right, let's talk to the shop guy.
Good day, sir. I'm a stranger in this land.
Lala Laura,
What can you
switching
tell
from
me about
TikTok
the
to
land
here.
of the
Nice.
Green
Welcome in.
That is quite a question, young man.
Hello,
Who
are
are
you my
you?
new best friend?
And
Happy
what would you have
noises.
me tell you?
My name is Alexander.
If you're the
I
follow
know
as
I'm
well.
on the Isle of
Enjoy those
Crown,
5 free
but
emotes.
I'd like to know whatever you can tell me about this island, and if there are other islands nearby.
You are indeed a stranger. Anxious is the man who knows not the customs of the land beneath his feet. This island is called the Isle of the Crown, because the royal family's castle is here. Besides the castle, we also have this village, and the docks over to the west. There are at least 3 other islands. The Isle of the Sacred Mountain, the Isle of the Beast, and the Isle of Wonder.
At least 3? Does no one know for certain?
This is no ordinary land, Alexander. The land of the Green Isles has always been a place of vague boundaries, as if islands come and go. Legend speaks of a 4th island, an isle shrouded in mists. I myself have never seen it. Then, too, the land of the Green Isles is said to exist on the boundaries of this world and the next. Even darker places are reputed to be closer here than anywhere else in the world.
That's quite a claim.
Claim, yes, but probably just local superstition. We who live here on the Isle of the Crown, at least, sleep well enough at night.
Those first 3 islands you mentioned, how might I learn more about them?
Ideally, a young man seeking such knowledge would travel to their shores and learn about them firsthand. Meeting the leaders of each place would be helpful, naturally. Unfortunately, the ferry no longer runs between the islands. There has been much political unrest, and it has been too dangerous to travel for years. Perhaps the ferryman can tell you more. He has little enough to do these days. And if you haven't been there already, you might seek an audience at the castle.
Thank you kindly, merchant, for all your good advice.
Ah, but advice is free, Alexander. Making use of it costs much more.
Yeah, so pay attention, everybody. That's what he's saying. If you played this before, don't worry, I won't backseat, just curious. The last time I played this was on my old 486 computer in like 1992. So, yes, I have played it before, but this is essentially like a first time playthrough because we'll see how well I remember the puzzles and such. Modern game designers should be required to play the classics to learn how to make a good game. It's the same voice that did the old man on in Rise of the Dragon on Sega CD. Yo! So I've been thinking about the next console I want to buy, and I've been thinking like maybe a Sega CD because I had a Sega CD and I had Rise of the Dragon. I feel like nobody knew that game. I love that game as a kid. Rise of the Dragon was so good. What's this thing?
A plaque bearing a merchant crest hangs over the doorway. The bookshop owner must be proud of his credentials.
Made to the Minotaur area, but that's all I figured out. Oh, I was gonna say the bookstore owner was talking about the Isle of the Beast. I remember being scared of that section because I vaguely remember like when you're in the catacombs or whatever, you have to basically like run from him. I think I remember like that being like kind of scary for 11 or 12-year-old me. All right, let's walk over here. God, I remember this.
You lazy thing! Get back to work and stay away from those roses! I've told you 1,000,000 times, those flowers are too sweet for the likes of you! You've still got to do the breakfast dishes, make lunch, and clean the stables yet this morning! And get your veil back on! No one wants to look at your face!
Jesus.
Yes, stepmother.
Groovy!
Let's open the gate.
Alexander doesn't want to intrude on private
Hey, thank you for that follow on
unless he's
TikTok.
been invited.
Yeah, it's probably best not to go wander in there. Stepmom is mean. And where's the edge? Is there nothing beyond that? Oh, there we go.
Hey, stranger, come join me. The water is wonderful, and I can show you the way to the next island.
Oh, don't do it. It's a trick. I think I remember. Look at his shiny eye.
Come on, jump in.
The old man in the
Water won't hurt
bookstore
you.
had a shiny eye.
The ocean currents continue to murmur, but they do not reply to Alexander.
Also, what I liked about
What are you waiting for?
Sierra
I
point
said
and
I'd
click
show you how to get to the next island,
games
didn't I?
is you could actually die in them. Like, even though I preferred LucasArts games. Oh, he disappeared.
That's strange. The young boy in the water just disappeared. Oh well, perhaps he just dove under the water.
Yeah, don't go that way. gonna walk on this boat. Somebody's home, probably. It's a trap.
Yeah, what do you want?
Alexander promises himself that he will not go home until he has determined what Cassima's feelings are for him, and if she needs his help.
That's secondary, though, if she needs help. I just need to know how she feels.
Out of business.
Because if she doesn't feel the same way, then I'm not going to help her.
Alexander feels his pockets carefully to make sure he hasn't lost anything.
Oh, I'm clicking on the door.
I said the ferry's out of business. What do you want to keep bothering me for?
The rope is slacking off and refuses to comment. Alexander promises himself that he will not...
Don't talk to the guy.
The boat does not...
Go away! The ferry's out of business!
Okay, he's not taking any of my shit. Alexander just stands there silently when he opens the door. Speaking of saving, save 01. There we go. Come on, Alexander. Walking so slowly.
The ocean is not as calm as it appears. Underwater currents tug at Alexander's legs.
You won't go that way. I feel like, was there something under a log?
Alexander pushes the plank to one side. A box has been partially buried under sand.
Get up. Oh, look. Shiny object.
Alexander takes the coin and leaves the ruined box where it is.
We got some money now. Oh, we can adjust the walk speed? Oh, is that speed? Oh, I could probably turn the volume up a smidge. Oh, that speeds up the game, though. As long as it doesn't speed up the voice acting.
How fare you, peddler?
Hey, lad,
I used to watch my dad play this for hours at a time. Dad PC Gaming, the original stream. Yeah.
Good day again. How may I
somebody
help
new.
you?
An odd-looking man is reading in the stuffed chair. He wears a vest, balloon-style pants, and pointed shoes. There's something deliberately silly about the man, as though he were a performer of some sort.
Let's talk to him.
Good day, sir. Is there anything you can tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I'm sorry, but I have no time for idle conversation. I'm too worried about the princess.
Oh my god, he's like, Oh, what was the name of that actor in... Was it Mary Poppins?
Excuse me again, sir. You mentioned the princess.
I told you I'm not interested in talking to strangers.
How fare you, merchant?
Well, I would be better if I could only finish my manuscript. I am a budding novelist, you know.
Kind of novels
How
you
fare you, merchant?
Oh.
Quite well, thank you. I just finished...
Edwin. There you go.
Good day.
Hey, buddy, I got a coin. Looks like you got something new on your counter there.
An elegant little glass dish decorates the countertop. The dish is full of green mints offered for the enjoyment of the customer.
You have Gabriel Knight. As a matter of fact, I do.
Alexander takes a mint. Alexander already has a mint. He'd prefer to leave some for the other customers.
Wait, hold on a second. Gonna give that a save.
There's no point in using an object on itself. Alexander eats the mint. Not bad. A little stale, perhaps. Alexander takes a mint.
How bide you, good merchant?
Quite well, though a purchase would not hurt me any.
Remember the mints? Yeah, me too. You have the original disc for the second one? Nice.
Alexander takes a closer look at the items on the counter.
Oh.
I see you have noticed my mechanical nightingale. She is made of plain tin, but she sings the sweetest song you can imagine, barely distinguishable from the real thing. The flute is only made of plain wood, but its notes are fine and true. Ah, yes, the painter's brush. It was well used by one of the island's best painters. There's a lot of creativity in that brush, and its bristles are still in good condition. Have you an interest in tinder boxes? This one is only slightly battered. It holds a good supply of flint, a sturdy striking pad, and even a candle in case you find yourself with naught else to hold the flame.
Okay. What about...
I'm interested in that mechanical nightingale on the counter.
What do you desire to give me in trade? The items on the front counter are all of equally slight value, worth only a copper or two. They are handy items nonetheless.
What about this nice shiny coin?
I have this copper coin. Is it of any value to you at all?
Most interesting. I have never seen a Daventry coin before, but it is copper genuine enough. I might even find a buyer who is interested in foreign currency. The items on the front counter are the only things in the store that I can let go for the price of 1 copper. You may make your choice from there.
Alexander looks at the items on the counter to make his selection.
Okay. I want to get the bird, but...
That mechanical nightingale looks intriguing. I believe I'll take it.
Very well. Your
Do
coin
it.
is well spent. Remember,
Do it.
this is a pawn shop. I am always willing to take back my own goods in trade.
I'll remember. Thank you.
Remember, chat.
The battered chest does not interest Alexander. It's probably full of plain earthenware.
I feel like we need to talk to that fairy guy. I can. There we go.
I said the ferry's out of business. What do you want to keep bothering me for?
Excuse me.
There we go.
My name is Alexander. The owner of the bookshop in the village told me you might be able to help me. I hear you used to run this ferry for the islands. I'd like to talk to you if you have a moment.
You say old Allie sent you? I can't see why. The ferry's not running, you know.
I understand. I'd just like to talk to you about the islands if you don't mind.
Well, I guess it'd be all right if Allie sent you. Well, don't just stand there. Come on inside. What is it you wanted to talk about, young man?
I'm a visitor to these islands. I'd
Yeah,
like to learn
tiny
what I can
hitbox.
about the area.
So you said outside. What is it you want to know?
This is an oldie,
Well,
but so good.
for one
It
thing-
is.
Why has the island's only ferry been dry docked?
Huh. It just ain't safe to sail these days. What with the islands feuding and all. Wazir Al-Hazred ordered the ferry closed till things settled down. Me, I don't think she'll ever see water again.
Oh, it looks a lot bigger on the inside than the
But
outside.
why are the islands feuding?
You got me. Something about stolen property or some such thing. 'Tis a real shame. Things used to be so friendly.
Then this unrest is recent.
A few years is all, but it's been long enough.
Perhaps if the ferry were repaired.
This old thing? This ferry's been out of water so long she's no longer even seaworthy. Her boards have dry rot. She'd fall apart at the first taste of seawater.
But there must be some way to get off this island.
There's only one other way to travel that I know of. A magic map. The owner of the
course
pawn
it's a magic
shop can
map.
tell you more about that than I can, Alexander.
Tell me more about the ferry.
I remember when I used to ferry Queen Ilaria and Princess Cassima themselves. There was no thought of danger back then. They used to go visiting to care for the needy and to keep up the friendly relations between the islands. I remember their last trip. Things had started getting nasty by then, and when they came back aboard, I gathered that the Queen and the Princess had been received a bit coldly. Princess Cassima was such a pretty thing, and she was terribly upset. But who could be spreading these lies, she asked the Queen, but the Queen had no answer.
Tell me more.
What do you do now that the ferry no longer operates?
Me? I'm out of a job.
I'm a drunk.
The job my ancestors have held for generations. I'm the only one trained to avoid the reef and the rocks. But that knowledge does me no good now.
Is there no other boat on the island? One that might be more seaworthy?
Boats don't last long on these shoals, as you may have found out if you got here by ship. You can be quite sure that this old ferry is, or was, the only craft on the island.
Tell me more about Princess Cassima.
Ah, such a beautiful child, and so pure of heart. Why, a contrary thought has never crossed her mind. Her mother was the same. The king and queen. They served the islands, not the other way around. Always thinking about the people. Ah, they are sorely missed.
What else can you tell me about the land?
Let's see. The Isle of Wonder's a lovely spot. A bit crazy, mind you.
He was real cold
Gotta
at
have a good
first, but
sense
as
of
soon
humor
as
to
you get
enjoy
him
a tour
talking,
there.
The chair does not respond. The ferryman seems to be the only one in the cabin to address.
What else can you tell me about the land?
The Isle of the Beast is pretty, but unfortunately, you can't get very far onto the island.
go on.
What else can you tell me about the land?
The inhabitants of the Isle of the Sacred Mountain are the most gorgeous creatures you'll ever see. If you ever get to see them,
Yeah.
that is.
The chair does not respond.
I see you have a rabbit's foot. Has it brought you much luck?
As you can see, my luck's been out for some time now, despite that old charm.
Maybe you
Why
should let
don't
me
you
have
take
it.
with you. Perhaps giving the darn thing away will bring me good fortune at last.
Perhaps it will at that. Thank you.
Like Kramer on Seinfeld, he'll just take any old junk that you don't want.
What else can you tell me about the land?
The Castle of the Crown sure is a beauty. She's the finest palace ever built, I'll warrant.
What else can you tell me about the land?
Some say that the land of the Green Isles is near the edge of the world.
Wonder how many different
and that
things he
the deadly
says.
currents are a result of a magnetism that sucks life from this world to the next. Of course, that's just silly talk.
He was talking about a magic map earlier, but that is just silly talk.
What else can you tell me about the land?
Let's see. The Isle of Wonder's a lovely spot. A bit crazy, mind you. Gotta have a good sense of humor to enjoy a tour there.
What else can you tell me about the land?
The Isle of the Beast is pretty, but unfortunately,
Okay, he's repeating
you
now.
can't get very far onto the island.
What's that picture of?
The ferryman seems to be the only one in the cabin. Alexander is sitting inside the ferry's cabin.
Oh, I guess you can't.
Alexander doesn't want to take anything from the cabin unless the ferryman offers it to him.
Well, guess that's all we got.
Well,
thanks for the rabbit
I
foot.
think I'll be going now. Thanks for allowing me into your home.
Posh, not at all. It breaks the boredom, if you know what I mean.
Oh, back to drinking for me. Should probably save after that lengthy conversation. Okay, it's really hard to click on the edge there. Alright, what do we... Oh, I wonder if we could give the rabbit's foot to the pawn shop guy.
Old lamps for new. Old lamps for new.
Oh my god, I remember that.
Good day.
This guy again. I'm gonna poke him.
For no apparent reason, Alexander's flesh crawls at the mere thought of touching the old man. A mysterious old man also patronizes the pawn shop. He steals sidelong glances at Alexander from under his
Why is he
hood.
being so patronizing? Seems unnecessary.
Good day, sir.
The old man just glares at Alexander and does not reply.
Good day, sir.
The old man just glares at Alexander and does not reply.
I'm gonna go over here now.
Excuse me, merchant, but the ferryman mentioned that you might have a magic map of the land of the Green Isles.
Why, as a matter of fact, I do. I keep it under the counter. It's been gathering dust so long that I nearly forgot
Glad
about
that
it.
didn't sound like a crazy question
It
to
was
you.
quite a few years ago, you see. The estate of a wealthy wizard fell into my hands when he died. It was useless magical junk mostly, which reminds me, I've still got some things of his in the back that I need to dump out. Anyway, the magic map was the one true treasure in the lot. The wizard was quite old and feeble and had enchanted the map to aid in traveling. It is said that one need only desire to be on an island depicted on the map to find oneself there. It is a very valuable map, as you can imagine. Unfortunately, no one is interested in traveling these days. It is far too dangerous with the current state of the kingdom.
What would you take for the map?
I would normally want something magic in return, but since I am hardly overrun with prospective buyers, I would be willing to take anything of equal value in exchange.
How about this super duper fancy rabbit's foot?
Would you be interested in making a trade for this, merchant?
A rabbit's foot. I do not believe I could use that.
Oh, I know what you'll like. Check out this mechanical bird I acquired.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Certainly not, stranger. Please, choose an item in exchange from those on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
I'll trade it for this
That
bird.
mechanical nightingale looks intriguing. I believe I'll take it.
That's right.
Very good, sir. Enjoy
Traded the bird
mechanical
for the bird.
nightingale. Remember that I will take it back in trade at any time.
Thank you.
All right, what about this fancy ring?
Would you be willing to take my family ring in exchange for the magic map?
Daventry, are you a king then?
No, that's my father, King
Yeah, I
Graham.
hope everyone's taking
I'm
notes,
just
chat.
Alexander.
Well, Prince Alex, she is a beautiful ring. Are you sure you can part with such a unique family heirloom?
The ring does mean a lot to me. I didn't always have a family, you know. Still, it is
But-
only gold.
I saw this
There are more
princess I don't
important
know
things
in a
at
magic
stake now.
mirror, and I need to
Then you now
find out
own
how
a
she
magic
feels about
map,
me.
Prince Alex. I will keep your ring out of sight for a few days. If you find anything else of great value in your travels, you can come back for your ring. I would hate to see it melted down for gold. Ah, and a warning about the map. It will only operate when you are out in the open and within sight of the sea. The limitation has something to do with the teleport spell ingredients. You might try the beach.
Thank you. You are very kind, and I'll remember about the map.
This and the next two games
Suddenly,
were my
the
childhood.
old man
Nice.
in the concealing cloak sneaks past Alexander, and with a sneaky dart of his hand, steals a mint from the candy jar. The old man stuffs the mint into his mouth and wobbles unsteadily out of the pawn shop.
Intriguing.
Master, I was observing in the village as you wished, and I saw a manger. I don't know, a danger.
This is amazing.
No, a stranger there. He says he's Prince Blamentander of Slaventry.
You fool!
He get
You've
drunk
been
from the
eating
mint?
those mints again. I ordered you to stop that.
Yes, Master.
Now, who did this stranger say he was?
Prince Salamander of Pageantry, I think.
You idiot! Are you trying to tell me that Prince Alexander of Daventry is here? Confound it! That's the young man Cassima met at Morvax's
Confound it.
castle. The timing could not
We don't
be
use that word
worse.
anymore
Tell
like we
me,
should.
What is he doing?
He was in the pawn shop buying a magic smap.
Magic smap? What is this magic smap?
With the smap, he can travel to other islands. Master.
That's a map, you dolt! Oh, drat it all! I thought I took care of the only means of travel. By my scimitar, I can't have him stirring things up. Not now! Get a hold of yourself and listen carefully, Shamir. Go to the other islands and tell them...
Tell them? Tell them what? Oh, okay, fine. That... The lamp guy's gone.
Alexander is standing on a sunny village street.
I'm not gonna comment on the guy being gone. Okay. Get. There we go.
The magic map Alexander pulls out his magic map.
I remember that a lot too. You hear that line a lot. Alexander pulls out his magic map. Isle of the Sacred Mountain, Isle of the Beast, Isle of the Crown, Isle of Wonder.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Oh, it's the clams. Remember the clams.
Alexander doesn't want to taste the salty seawater.
No, I want to grab this thing that's floating there.
A string of letters floats in the water. The letters spell out, "Where are you going?" Alexander's heard of alphabet soup, but this is ridiculous.
I remember the dangling participle.
The ocean.
Uh-oh. Okay, we can't get that yet.
One of the oysters is sitting up in bed and doesn't look very happy. He seems to be the only one who can't sleep. In the oyster's mouth, Alexander can see a glint of white.
Why aren't you asleep like the other oysters?
Oh, I'm so weary, but I can't sleep.
Yes, oyster. Tell me why you're not asleep like the other oysters.
What's wrong with your mouth?
No offense, but it hurts too much to talk.
What's wrong with
Who's
your
that
mouth?
voice?
No offense, but it hurts too much to talk.
What's wrong with your mouth?
No offense, but it hurts too much to talk.
Man, that voice sounds really familiar.
Why don't you let me see if I can help?
No way! No one's looking in my mouth. I hate dentists.
What about... You probably don't care about any of that stuff. Let's go over here.
Five fierce guards of the isle we be. Watch for a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If man it be, then man it dies. Old Tom Troll, smell your smell. Do that which you do so well.
Oh, that's right, you have a time limit.
As we feared, a man has landed here. A man so Sailor knows, into the waiting sea he goes.
Uh-oh. That's amazing. The Jaws theme song?
The gnomes toss Alexander too far out into the sea for him to get his footing. The currents drag him under.
Bye. Oh shit, I remembered this.
Tickets only. Next.
Guess those gnomes couldn't reach a consensus.
Oh, really? The consensus, huh? I think I have to get the map again. I remember the death scene, and I feel like at some point in the game, you do something to like fake your death. Because you actually have to go through there, I think, if I remember.
Excuse me, merchant. But the ferryman mentioned that you might have a...
Why? It was... Anyway.
We're just gonna skip this.
It is...
Since we already heard it.
What would you take?
I would...
How about this ring?
If Alexander wants to exchange one of his possessions for an item in the...
Would you be...
David?
No.
Well...
The ring...
If you...
Thank you.
Oh, we're gonna have to
Suddenly,
watch that
the old
cutscene
man
again.
in the concealing cloak sneaks past Alexander, and with a sneaky dart of his hand, steals a mint from the candy jar. The old man stuffs the mint into his mouth and wobbles unsteadily out of the pawn
By
shop.
the way, if you're watching on TikTok and you use the streaming purple app, you know the one I'm talking about? I'm streaming there at the same time, so... Can I skip this?
You fool! You've been
So we'd
eating
love to
those
have you
mints
over-
again. I ordered you to
over
stop
there.
that. Yeah. No. You can't. He was magic with this. That's by my get a hold.
Can we be in both? Yeah, absolutely. I'd just like to mention in case, you know, I do feel like the purple app is a slightly better viewing experience, but 8bit_Josh. I'm probably the only person streaming in the King's Quest 6 category too. Imagine there's a lot of other streamers in that category right now.
Groovy!
Maybe there are. I don't know. Hey, thank you for that follow on TikTok. I appreciate it. All right. Well, we know not to go to that island yet.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Go check out the Isle of the
Alexander
Beasts.
feels a strange pulling sensation.
Hello, are you my new best friend? Happy noises.
Crazy you're playing this. I met one of the cleanup artists the other day on TikTok. Oh, that's cool. Hey, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Enjoy your 5 free emotes. Oh, the boiling water. I remember that.
A pond lies across the path. The water boils as if
Groovy!
over some magical flame. An old abandoned hunter's lamp is hanging on one of the trees. Alexander wonders who might have hunted
Hey,
in
thank you
these
for that
dense
follow.
woods. A pond lies across the path. The water boils as if over some magical flame.
All right, we'll have to go back. We can't deal with that right now. Clicking on the edge. Hello, dear.
A little fawn is feeding on a grassy hillock near the sea.
Let's talk to it.
The fawn is too busy eating to pay attention to Alexander.
This looks like something. What is that?
Tall, narrow trees abound on each side of the path.
All right, let's go to another island.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Isle
Alexander
of the Sacred
feels a
Mountain.
strange pulling sensation. Alexander notices an unusually large coal-black feather lying on the beach.
Should probably pick it up.
Alexander takes the feather. There's an ugly flower growing near the base of the cliff.
Let's pick it.
Alexander picks the flower and is startled by its hideously strong skunk-like odor. For a moment he can smell nothing else.
I bet we could use that to fool the gnomes. Oh, I gotta save it. I should probably look to see if the Scum VM has a quick save.
There appears to be something etched into the face of the cliff. Alexander decides to get closer.
Ignorant kills, wisdom elevates.
The rock has been etched by some unknown hand. One may need to read about the Logic Cliffs in the guidebook to the Land of the Green Isles in order to understand this mystical inscription.
Oh.
Nothing happens.
All right, let's go check out the other aisle.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Vial of the Crown is the main one. Well, we have that flower
Alexander
now.
feels a strange pulling sensation.
Some of the puzzles can only be solved by the game book. That does sound familiar.
Alexander hears someone coming.
Now, does the flower just being in my inventory count, or do I have to, maybe I put it like under his nose? That little, short little window.
Alexander holds the flower of stench out to the gnome with the jumbo nose.
Tom Trow I am, that's all I'll be. My nose knows all on land and sea. A flower of stench has washed ashore. A flower 'tis all, and nothing more.
That's right. Just a stinky flower.
Listen, hark you, broken oar. Do your duty as you swore. With your ears, please tell us more.
Oh, that's right. You have to get by each of them.
Alexander winds the tin nightingale and plays it for the gnome with the monumental ears.
Totally forgot about that. Get him dance.
A nose is not a way to spy.
Those are
My
some
ears
serious
cannot
ears.
Be told a lie. A nightingale is all there be. No man is near, and so say me. Taste, grump.
Oh, that's where I give him the mint. We're gonna leave though.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Yeah, because we don't have all the things. So long, suckers.
There appears to be some...
Yeah, if you want to give me the solution for this one, since it... I'd have to just look it up anyway, since I don't have the game manual. Oh, Rise. I remember that now.
Huge blocks of stone erupt from the granite cliffs.
I remember that now.
Alexander stares with wonder. That's quite a way to welcome a guest, if indeed it is a welcome.
And I feel like you could fall off on these too. I don't know why I still have the... There we go. I kind of want to fall off just to see what happens. Amazing. He did the old Wile E. Coyote.
That wasn't a very logical step.
Not a very logical step. But this game is amazing. The little like tune it plays whenever he makes a step sounds like there's like an old episode of Family Guy. Oh shit, don't fall. Where Peter's like sneaking around and he's like doing the music himself. He's like dun 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 dun. That's exactly what it sounds like. Oh, another puzzle.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
A master of language will. Is this one also in the game manual? All right, Chow, I'll let you tell me what it is, so I don't have to look it up. Or maybe I should look it up because I don't know how you would describe those symbols. Okay. So S is oh, this one. Okay. Icons on this website are terrible. I think it's this one. Oh shit, no. What am I doing? Wait, go back. Can I unclick it? Shit.
Nothing happens. Alexander
Try it again.
examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
is...
The stone
There we go.
beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
Yeah, so for some of the younger people in our audience, the puzzles in this section were only in the game manual. See, games back then used to come with actual paper manuals. And yeah, it was an anti-piracy thing. I think I feel like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade also had something like that. Oh, speaking of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, so in January I'm gonna do a LucasArts marathon. I guess you could call it a marathon. It'll probably end up being like 3 or 4 games. But I'm gonna play some classic LucasArts games. Yeah, Lucasfest.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
Your favorite game store gave Xerox copies of the manual with rentals. That's nice. Oh, all Sierra Games had them? Your memory's better than mine. All right, hold on. I'm gonna... Oh, you can't say... Oh, wait. Hold on. Go wait.
Nothing happens.
We're just gonna give this a nice little save.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
Lucasfest, New Year, old games. I like it. Yeah, I'm stealing that. I like it.
Alexander gets the feeling that was the wrong button.
Oops! I ain't doing the Wile E. Coyote again.
Tickets only. Next.
No ticket.
What a riddle. Stones of stealth. Find a guide to keep your health.
Love it. Well, that includes Sam and Max, probably, because I want to try and play some games. Like I'm gonna play. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do Last Crusade or Fate of Atlantis, but I'm gonna do one of them. I was thinking of playing Loom because I hated that game as a kid, and I want to see if I can appreciate it more as an adult. Sam and Max, Full Throttle. Probably be another one.
Hello, are you my new best friend? Happy noises.
Alexander examines.
I only stream 3 days a week, so you know, I probably won't be able to get a ton of games in. So that's why I'm thinking probably you know, maybe 3 or 4 games.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
And thank you for that follow. Alright, we'll... make sure we don't fall off the steps.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
This one again. Sacred 4. Well, I'm going to find a better website. There we go. Okay, so we've got that.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
My childhood. Nice. Me too. Let me save. This game got me to play the whole series, RIP Sierra games. Yeah, this was my first time playing a King's Quest game. I was saying earlier, it came bundled with a PC that we bought at the time. Bum, bum, bum. Ta-da.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff. The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
Bum 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 bum. Ta-da. I like how he carefully turns around as he changes directions.
Alexander finds himself finally at the top of the cliffs. Exhausted, he steps over the lip of the plateau and stands.
Why do you make such an effort to climb the cliffs, young man? The winged ones who live on this island have the power of flight. You could have it too, if you'd only eat a berry from this magical flying nightshade bush. See?
Yo, that's sweet. I want to fly.
This will make you float like a petal on the wind. Try some.
Hell yeah, I'm going to try some. Who wouldn't want to fly? Let me just save real quick.
All right. I'll try some of your berries.
Oh, goody. Eat quickly, dear boy, and I'll show you the way to the Lord and Lady of this isle.
What?
Slightly bitter, pretty one.
Groovy!
We had to see it.
Tickets only.
I think I played this on Windows 3.1 and or 95. Great
And then there's some land I
time
have
to be
for
a new
sale in
PC
the death
player.
bogs of Tamir.
Yeah, it was definitely. We had it on our Windows 3.1. Thank you for that follow on TikTok.
Come, stranger.
No, I don't think I will. I'm gonna go in this door.
The huge
Maybe.
doors are locked tight. Somebody obviously wants to keep something out or something in.
Groovy. Yeah, that's my
Young man, you offend me.
that's my follower alert on TikTok.
Rude.
Earthworm Jim.
But who are you, matron?
Who cares? I mean, I am only a poor old woman who wishes you well, handsome stranger. Think of me as your grandmama, if you like.
Tell me more.
How can this plant give the power of flight?
Listen, son, I'll be happy to answer any questions you like, but only if you at least taste these delicious berries.
No, you tell me first. Oh,
how odd.
Okay,
The old
I guess not.
woman just disappeared in a cloud of smoke. Perhaps those berries are even more powerful than she led Alexander to believe.
All right.
Huge doors are set into the solid rock of the mountain. Black berries grow only at the top of the bush, as though straining towards the sun.
Hold on before I try this. Can we go like that? Looks like a hole. And crawl through it.
There's a natural opening in the rock near the nightshade bush. Alexander crawls through the small opening in the rock.
There you go.
Alexander finds himself in a dark cave.
Should probably wait till we get a light.
Alexander crawls back through the passage to the top of the cliffs.
Yo, Clef the Mouse, coming back to a classic or first time? Coming back to a classic. I had this game as a kid. I have not played it since probably 92 or 3.
Look, an intruder! Hold! How did you get up here, human?
I climbed the cliff.
That is not possible. No one has solved the cliffs of logic in several centuries. And if the cliffs were to be solved, it would certainly not be by a human.
I didn't mean to trespass.
I did, though.
I only wanted
Definitely
to
didn't look
visit
at the
this
internet
beautiful
to
island.
solve your
No visitors
puzzles.
have been welcome on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain in years. Not since the Red and White Queens had spies in the guise of friendly visitors steal our island's sacred golden fleece. But we will not display such foolish trust again. You will have to answer to Lord Azure and Lady Ariel. They will determine what will be done with you. I can assure you, it will not be pleasant.
All right. Almost as good as first time then. Yeah. I mean, I'm remembering all of this. Whether I remember
With
the
what
puzzles,
trickery
we'll
did
see.
you master the cliffs of logic and reach the city of the winged ones?
Only the magic of clear thought, my lord. I meant no harm.
And the internet.
The cliffs of logic. It is the sacred oracle's prophecy,
What is
Azure.
this internet you speak of?
Yes, Ariel.
It is lucky for you, human, that climbing the cliffs of logic is part of a prophecy that I cannot ignore. We have just been ordered by Wazir Al-Hazred himself to dispose of any strangers that might land on our fair isle. But the prophecy would have a different fate befall you.
The prophecy predicts that whosoever climbs the cliffs of logic will defeat the Minotaur. The Minotaur has violated our sacred catacombs and eats our young in sacrifice.
Well,
our own daughter,
wait.
Lady Celeste, was taken there only this morning as his most recently demanded offering.
So,
a dilemma, then.
You're
Who shall I obey
voluntarily
in regards
sacrificing
to
your
fate?
own children to the
oracle
Minotaur?
Or the crown? But since Al-Hazred did not dictate how I was to dispose of intruders, and since you cannot possibly survive the catacombs, your imprisonment there should serve both purposes quite admirably.
I will not resist you in this, my lord. I shall do my best to save your daughter.
First, I must tell you that the catacombs are a labyrinth of rooms, a place of exceeding danger. You will need many tools and clear wits to survive it.
Azure, he must be allowed time to prepare for the task, if only in the slight chance that he could actually save our Celeste.
Oh, very well. Intruder, my guards will take you to the beach. Prophesied hero or spy, any soldier must be granted time to prepare for battle. Be warned, if you have the courage to actually return to the Isle of the Sacred Mountain and face your destiny, my guards will have orders to take you to the catacombs on sight.
I understand, Lord Azure.
If by some miracle you succeed, human, the prophecy grants you a visit with the sacred oracle. Her powers are mighty, her vision all-seeing. Many of our own citizens would be willing to risk certain death in the catacombs for a chance at a meeting with the oracle. May that thought give you the courage to return.
Oh, I will return, Lady Ariel. You have my word.
And then Alex never returns, and Azure is punished for failing to do anything about the foreign assassin. How do you risk certain death? Is it a risk or is it certain? This is the best part. No one plays 7 though. I remember playing 7 after this one and being underwhelmed. All right, let's go back to the main island.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
I have played some of the Quest for Glories. Are you familiar with any of the game's Easter eggs? Not that I remember off the top of my head. This game is the GOAT. Whoa, who was that? Oh, that was the shopkeeper.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Hello, sir.
How fare you, good merchant?
Thank you for
I
that
cannot
follow on
complain.
TikTok. Appreciate
I
it.
hope your travels are treating you well, Prince Alex.
It's Alexander. Thank you. Let's see.
Alexander is carrying an unusually large black feather. The feather feels very stiff and coarse.
Okay. All right. Did I look at this book?
Alexander is carrying a book from the bargain table in the bookshop.
Something about point and clicks that just feels like you're really exploring a robust world. Yeah, I was always a fan of them. All the LucasArts ones, the Sierra games, even some of the later, they're old now, but like The Longest Journey and Siberia. Love those games. It's her again. Let's talk to her.
The girl is too far away to hold a conversation with Alexander. Alexander feels his pockets carefully to make sure he hasn't lost anything.
Are you out here again? Have you finished the chores I gave you?
Yes, stepmother. The house and the stables are clean.
Then start polishing the silverware! Do I have to tell you everything?
Yes, stepmother. Right away.
Whoa. This game is so punishing, is it? And finding the edge of the screen on the emulator is not easy. There we go. Oh, he's out of his boat. Oh, there he went. Hey, buddy.
The boat does not reply.
Can I walk back there? Let's knock on the door.
Oh, it's you. Come on in. How goes it, Alexander?
Oh, Control M. Oh, nice. Yeah, that'll be helpful.
What else can you tell me about the land?
The inhabitants of the Isle of the Sacred Mountain are the most gorgeous creatures you'll ever see. If you ever get to see them, that is.
Oh, I saw him. Okay, he doesn't have anything new to say.
Thanks again for your hospitality.
Ow.
You're always welcome,
my elbow.
Alexander. Come back anytime.
Ba-da-ba-dum. Five is pretty tough, but 6 I had a harder time with as a kid easily. To get more specific, but I don't want to spoil anything. Yeah, I mean, I remember taking a long time to beat this game as a kid, but I remember being able to do it eventually. Oh wait, let's go maybe back in the bookstore. Yeah, people on that island are super
I will be
hot.
right up. Now, what can I do for you?
How fare you, merchant?
Sufficiently well, thank you, Alexander. My only wish is for more time to read.
You run the slowest bookstore in town.
Excuse
don't have
me
enough
again,
time?
sir. You mentioned the princess.
I told you I'm not interested in talking to strangers.
Can I interest you in this?
No, thank you. Please let me read in peace, stranger.
No, I will not let you read in peace.
Can I interest you in this?
No, thank you. Please let me read in peace, stranger.
What a stinky flower.
Can I interest you in this?
How thoughtful. Now get that thing away from me.
How about a mint? Your breath is
Can I
kind of
interest
stank.
you in this?
No, thanks. I find mint rather repulsive.
Can I interest you in this?
No, thank you. Please let me read in peace, stranger.
Alexander.
Wait. No, go back. No. Oh. Okay, so got the mint. What if I...
The long fur of the rabbit's foot is soft to the touch.
My...
The long fur...
Can you rub the rabbit's foot?
Alexander rubs the soft fur of the rabbit's foot and hopes for a little luck.
Nothing. This takes me way back. Do you have Quest for Glory? I do. No, I haven't gotten the ink yet. Not yet. I'm gonna go back in here for a second.
Good day again. How may I help you?
Alexander has no desire to leave that on the counter.
Might I return this?
Please, I had a hard enough time getting rid of that book in the first place.
He's like, please God, no. Get that book out of here.
Merchant, would you be interested in this?
No, thank you. I deal only in books.
Yeah, we need the ink for the gnomes. I don't remember, but I'm sure we'll figure it out as we go. Also, how do we play these games? I want to play Quest for Glory so bad, but no clue how. Well, I totally got these by legitimate avenues. Yeah. The gnomes were nightmare inducing for me. That one with the big ears. Maybe I should, no, I need the bird for the gnomes. I guess I could go back to the, hold on. What is that? Let's go see what's at the pawn shop. Because there's the other aisle with the boiling water.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
See if anything seems like
the counter feels as
would work on
smooth
that.
as stone.
How fare you, good merchant?
I cannot complain. I hope your travels are treating you well, Prince Alex.
I look at his... I guess I could give him the bird.
There's no reason to use that on the...
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
So there's the paintbrush. What's this again?
A battered tinder box is
a
displayed
tinder
on the
box.
counter.
That's right.
I'll take the flute.
The flute? Very good, Prince Alex. May its music always be sweet. Feel free to trade it back at any time.
Thank you.
I'm gonna try something.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation. Alexander plays a lovely little tune on the flute. Alexander plays a lovely little tune on the flute.
No? Okay. Ooh, can I grab this now? Or is it still too far out?
Alexander wades into the sea to get the ocean current. There's no reason.
You know what I should probably do? Probably save it. Okay, well that idea didn't work, so...
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Oh, a little raccoon.
Alexander plays a lovely little tune on the flute.
Definitely, it was a lovely little tune. I agree. This were an earlier game, the game wouldn't have stopped you from walking out too far in one shot, yeah. Just immediate death.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
No, I just thought of, we show our ring to the guards at the castle.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Oh wait, this is not what I want to trade in.
Would you mind if I...
Of course.
Alexander.
Let's go back to the bird.
Very.
Thank you.
Alright, we'll give him the map back.
I'd like to trade this magic map back for my family ring, please?
As you wish, Prince Alex. I suppose you have had
Oh, we got an ad
adventuring
break
for
starting
now,
in
eh?
50 seconds.
Perhaps. Thank you, merchant.
For folks on the purple app. I distinctly remember the game letting me walk off that dock unintentionally at least twice. I mean, you can walk off. This is one of my absolute faves. I bought a Sound Blaster 64 gold just to hear them speaking. Here, what if I show him my ring? I'm royalty, guys, look.
Determined to enter the castle of the crown and see Cassima, Alexander decides to show his family ring to the guards. With all of his papers lost in the shipwreck, it is the only possible calling card he can think of.
Good day, guard dogs. I am Prince Alexander of Daventry, and I would like...
Prince Alexander of Daventry? He's the one, Wolf.
See here now. We've been warned about you. Wazir al-Hazred has issued strict orders that you're not to be allowed anywhere near the castle.
The castle.
But I haven't even met the Wazir.
Never mind your excuses. You're on our list of undesirables and will not be getting into the castle today or any day. Now off with you.
Okay, well that didn't work out the way we thought it might. Oh, is there a King's Quest collection on Steam? I didn't know that. That's cool. Oh dang, it's only 20 bucks. What games does it come with? It doesn't say. Wait. Oh, it comes with all 7. That's cool. I didn't know that. Well, there you go. Yeah, so you'd need a PC to play it, but not a not a super powerful PC. A potato could probably run it. Yeah, we won't talk about King's Quest VIII. I remember playing that one and just remember thinking like, what the hell is this game? Hey, thank you for that follow on TikTok. Oh, you there, lady.
The villagers bustle about their chores. They seem a busy, if somewhat subdued lot.
Do they? Oh, I'll come back. I want to talk to you. Gladys the potato could play it. I'll come back out. I want to talk to you.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
guy's back again.
Good day, sir.
The old man just glares at Alexander and does not reply. Alexander doesn't want to intrude on private property unless he's been invited.
Why not? Alright, what do we have? We got the bird. Oh, we'd have to get the map back if we want to travel. Go do that.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Can I trade you my ring for the magic map again, merchant? I'm afraid I'm still in need of it.
Of course, Prince Alex.
Thank you, sir. I'm stuck, I guess, but, you know. The best part of these games is trying to figure the things out, you know? Stuck is such a harsh word.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
The beast was there. Isle of Wonders there.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation. Perhaps Alexander should find out more about the oyster first. Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and listens to its sweet, sunny tune.
Oh, that's not gonna work. It's a sweet, sunny tune. Yeah. Working through it still. Yes. If I give you the mint.
Perhaps Alexander should find... Alexander can't see any way to hold a conversation with that.
Rude.
Why aren't you asleep like the other oysters?
Oh, I'm so weary, but I can't sleep. I have a terrible ache in my mouth.
I know you
What's
have to like...
wrong with your mouth?
No offense, but it hurts too much to talk.
Oh.
Alexander picks up the object floating in the water. It appears
Nice.
to be a string of letters. They say, "Where are you going?" Alexander decides to keep the odd sentence, even though it is incomplete.
Isn't that the question we're all asking ourselves? Where are you going?
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Okay.
Rocks abound on this lush volcanic isle. Broken pieces of Alexander's ship litter the beach. The sand is warm to the touch. Alexander has no use for the ship.
All right. Just thought I would check, you know. We already found one thing under a log. Why not another?
Hello. I will
Oh, the
be
guy's
right
gone.
up. Now, what can I do for you?
Pick up that book.
Alexander rests his feet for a moment. Alexander picks up and leafs idly through a book called The Changing Role of Court Entertainers Through the Ages. Well, that was refreshing.
All right. You know, sometimes you just gotta pick up a book and read.
There's no reason to use that on the books.
No, I don't want to use it on
There's no reason.
Use it on the shopkeeper.
Merchant, would you be interested in this?
No, thank you. I deal only in books.
What about a stinky flower?
Merchant, would you be interested in this?
No, thank you. I deal only in books.
All right, you're missing out. It's a pretty great flower. Telling you.
Would you have any interest in this magic map?
I'm afraid I travel very little. I just do not have time to with all the reading I do.
Just earlier, he said he wishes he had more time for reading. So which is it?
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
What about... Let's go to the
I
tinderbox.
believe I'll take the tinderbox.
Very good, Prince Alex. Enjoy your tinderbox and bring it back anytime.
Thank you.
Now we go and we try to give it to every single character. Until that doesn't work.
Good day again. How...
Oh, I bet you use that for the
Merchant,
cave.
Would you be interested in this?
No.
Actually, now that I think about it. Oh, wait, we can't go back to that island because they'll they'll whisk us off into the catacombs. We're going to try it first, though. Maybe we can just get to the top of the cliff.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Sounds like an exciting read. It did. I wish the game would have let us read it.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation. Alexander cannot...
Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Oh, they are standing right there. Okay.
So, you have chosen to come back and face the catacombs when you could have escaped. I admit I am surprised. You are either a complete idiot or vain enough to think yourself invincible.
Quite.
And you are far wiser, I suppose, to leave a maiden to die? To not
Oh,
fight this
snap.
plague on your own people?
Bravery and suicide are two different things, human. You will have a chance to renounce your choice soon enough, when you lay trembling under the Minotaur's hooves.
We shall see. Thanks for the escort.
We only escort you to your death. May the fates make it quick so that you do not have to scream long.
The catacomb's entrance door is locked from the outside by the Winged One's guards.
The Winged Ones.
It seems that leaving the catacombs by that door is not an option.
Yeah, he did do a bit of trash
Niches
talk
in the
there.
wall form stone burial beds. Ancient bones lie crumbling on the unyielding rock. Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
Oh, snap.
Alexander hears the distant sounds of a wild animal somewhere in the maze of rooms. Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
Sent me down a rabbit hole and I just bought a bunch of very old D&D games on Steam. Nice. Hello?
The remains of several unfortunate souls haunt the room. These bones seem more recent than the ancient catacomb bones that Alexander has seen so far. Perhaps they were victims of the Minotaur, or perhaps they died while wandering lost in the maze. 3 of the skeletons
Could be anything.
are completely intact. Alexander doesn't want to disturb that skeleton. He
Yes, he
seems
does.
to have all his bones intact, and it'd be a shame to break up the set.
Why do you say that so sarcastically?
Alexander doesn't want to Alexander picks up the
We'll
skull.
take this skull though because it doesn't have a body that goes with it.
Alexander doesn't want to disturb that skeleton. He seems to have all his bones. Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave. Alexander doesn't want to disturb that skeleton. He seems to have all his... Alexander is carrying a human skull.
You saw my skulls, didn't you? We go down this way?
As he walks through the doorway, Alexander gets a very bad feeling about this room.
Don't walk into it. Why would he just keep walking? I got a very bad feeling about this room. I better keep walking.
Don't just wander, Alexander. Let your conscience be your guide.
Oh my god. Alright, well, we know not to go there yet. So that ruins that idea of using the tinderbox in the cave. We can't even reach the cave yet. Is this a... Hold on, go back.
Rocks abound on this lush volcanic isle.
Oh. It kind of looked like maybe that was a hole there, but...
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Good day, fine sir. I'm gonna give you your tinderbox back.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
I think I'd like the painter's brush.
Very good, Prince Alex. The painter's brush it is. May your painting go well. Feel free to bring back the brush at any time.
Thank you.
I don't really have any ideas about this, but guess we'll see what we see. Does this game have the double click where... Is that just LucasArts games? Double click on the edge of the screen. They walk faster. Didn't seem like it.
Oh, it's you. Come on in. How goes it, Alexander?
How about this lovely paintbrush?
Would you be at all interested in this?
Nah, what need is a poor dry dock ferryman for that?
Touché.
Would you be at all interested in this?
Nah, what need is a poor dry dock ferryman for that?
I like how this scene, the camera is looking through like a porthole. Maybe you need a mint. Your breath is a little stank.
Would you be at all interested in this?
Nah, what need is a poor dry dock ferryman for that?
Would you be at all interested in this?
Nah, what need...
Would you be at all interested in this?
Nah.
You like your rabbit foot back?
The ferryman gave Alexander the rabbit's foot. He doesn't want it back.
How do you know unless you ask him?
That would serve no purpose.
Would you be at all interested in this?
Nah, what need...
Alright, you're useless.
Well, thanks again for your hospitality.
You're always well...
Yeah, I do remember that we need the invisible ink to get by the gnomes.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince.
Alexander looked...
That mechanical
Take the bird
nightingale
back.
looks intriguing.
Very good, Prince Alex.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't. For the life of me. Let's see. Oh, there's that lady up there again. Oh, I talk to her. Can you look at the map?
The magic map is made of thin lead.
Just want to look at it. Guess.
Alexander remembers what the pawn shop owners said about only being able to use the map out in the open and within sight of the sea. He correctly guesses that the map will not work here.
Yo, welcome back. There's a battered wicker chest in front of a shop. I played this as a child, literally. How are you not progressing? What? What do those two things have to do with each other?
The battered chest does not interest Alexander. It's probably full of plain earthenware.
Oh.
Alexander sorts through the odds and ends that the pawn shop owner dumped into the pot. Magic exploding gum wrappers, a shattered crystal ball, a cracked wand, a fake thumb. Near the bottom, Alexander finds a little glass bottle labeled ink. It appears to be empty, but Alexander decides to take it anyway. You never know when a small bottle will come in handy.
Oh, there we go. It means it's painful watching you play. I mean, you're free to fucking go somewhere else. You don't have to watch me.
Alexander's carrying a little ink bottle. It appears to be empty.
Well, we found the ink bottle.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Oh, let me just save real quick in case I mess it up or something, you know.
Alexander hears someone coming.
I too collect small bottles.
Guards of the isle we be. Watch for a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If mad it be, then mad it dies. Old Tom Troll, smell your smell. Do that which you do so well.
Oh god, give him the flower, quick!
Alexander holds the flower of stench out to the gnome with the jumbo nose.
Tom Troll I am, that's all I'll be. My nose knows all on land and sea. A flower of stench has washed ashore. A flower 'tis all, and nothing more. Listen, hark you, Grovenor, do your duty as you swore. With your ears, please tell us more.
Alexander winds the tin nightingale and plays it
We're gonna
for
see
the
him
gnome
dance
with
again.
the monumental ears.
A nose is not a way to spy. My ears cannot be told a lie. A nightingale is all there be. No man is near.
The tops of his
and
ears
so
kind of look
say
like
me.
fingers.
Taste, Grump, that we might know whether friend or whether foe.
Ooh, look at that tongue.
Alexander holds the mint out for the gnome with the gigantic mouth.
Grump knows a tasty treat. It matters not what others bleat. No danger is this one so sweet.
Definitely not droopy.
Trilly dilly, use your hands. Is it beast or is it man?
Oh, the...
Alexander holds the rabbit foot out for the gnome with the huge hands.
He's like, I'm stumped.
Behold, you mad? What aileth thee? A bunny can't trill merrily. A hare does not at all taste sweet. A rabbit here is all we greet. Old Bill Batter, never fatter. Vision can resolve this matter. Look you now and end this chatter.
Alexander pours the contents of the empty-looking ink bottle over himself.
I mean, do none of them have
that's
eyes?
beauteous, fair and sightly, 4 morons do I sleep with nightly. There's nothing there at all, I say. Enough of this. Let's now away.
Alexander did it! He's fooled the guards!
Nice. Guards. We'll do a new save for this. Seems like an important spot. Okay. Let's continue on. Oh, I remember this. The spider down there.
Piles of stacked books, looking ready to topple at any moment, have been arranged haphazardly on the sandy ground.
What if I just push them?
Hey, hands off the goods there, son.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, hands off the goods there, son.
Oh,
Son.
sorry. Hello? Is anyone there in the books?
Mr. Brookworm.
No, there's no one here.
No touching.
Wow. Hiya, gorgeous.
It's the Black Widow.
What a luscious-looking hunk of flesh you are.
Thank you, I guess. Who are you?
How charming of you to pretend not to know. I'm Black Widow, of course. The femme fatale of all femme fatales. Know what I mean?
Scarlett Johansson?
You know, I was just thinking it was time I found my 50th, another husband. It would be quite a horror, an honor to have me as a bride.
I'm sold.
Just look at my beautiful weaving. It's so light, so delicate. You'll never want to leave my little nest.
No arachnophobia mode in this
It is a
game.
lovely web, but my heart is elsewhere, I'm afraid.
Oh, drat!
He's so nice.
The loss is yours. I'm sure you'll change your mind once you consider the advantages. Have you changed
50th
your
husband.
mind? My offer of dead wedlock is still open.
Alexander investigates the intricate spider's web in the corner. The spider who lives there is not amused. Alexander feels the tiny pinprick of the spider's bite and the slow burning of her poison.
Banana.
Tickets only. Next.
Why do you think they call her a widow?
I want to see what happens
So
if
there you are,
she
handsome.
bites you in this scene.
What can I do for you now?
Alexander reaches out to touch the Black Widow.
Ah, how sweet the matrimony. I knew you'd change your mind.
Alexander feels the sharp prick of the Black Widow's teeth. Then a
The
strange
worst liar in the
burning
history of
sensation.
video games.
Ah, a widow again.
Love it.
Tickets only. Next.
See, when you're playing Sierra
Why
games,
do you think they call her a widow?
you have to see the death scenes.
Hey, don't touch that thread!
Alexander snatches the scrap of parchment, curious to see what's written on it.
Haha.
The wind blows the scrap of paper from
Jeez.
Alexander's hand.
Alexander,
but he
come on.
remembers what it said well enough.
I wonder if she's mad now that I tricked her.
So there you are, handsome. What can I do for you
Oh,
now?
she doesn't seem to care. Alright. We'll just be going. Oh, the swamp. I remember the swamp.
A mushy swamp lies just off the path.
Oh, the
It
stick
doesn't
in the
look like
mud.
very good swimming.
God, I remember that.
A stick is stuck in the middle of the swamp. Alexander sees no point in trying to talk to that stick in the swamp. Unless Alexander is mistaken, those plants must be baby's tears. Vines of sweet ripening tomatoes climb up little wooden posts.
This one's a rotten tomato. Look at it.
Alexander takes a close look at the tomato in the ground. It appears to be darker than those on the vines.
What are you staring at there, boy? Go away, you rootless thing, you! Yeah!
Don't make me step on you.
Tomato is definitely rotten.
Hey! What do you think you're doing there? Get your hands off me! Hey!
Alexander picks up rotten tomato and puts him away.
Okay.
One never knows when one will need a rotten tomato.
There you go.
Those tomatoes are not quite ripe yet, and Alexander shouldn't pull them off the vine. Alexander doesn't want to pick the baby's tears. They may not be done growing. Alexander picks a head of iceberg lettuce.
Ye gads! Is that cold?
Oh shit, I remember. You throw that into the boiling water. Remember that?
A colorful array of snapdragons stand guard to one side of the path.
Good day, snapdragons.
The snapdragons don't seem inclined to communicate with anyone.
No.
The wallflowers look terribly shy.
Where's my snare drum?
There appears to be a hole in the garden wall. Through the hole in the wall, Alexander sees a land that resembles a giant chessboard. Wow, it really is a hole in the wall. Zounds, those wallflowers sure are shy, and the snapdragons are awfully protective of them. Alexander can't even get close to the wallflowers without causing quite a stir.
I mean, I was already standing over there. Could I just...
Alexander decides to pick up the hole in the wall. A hole in the wall could be a very useful thing. Alexander startled the poor thing. It's run off to hide behind the wallflowers.
What's this chair doing here?
An elegant padded chair provides a cushy seat from which to enjoy the lively garden. Alexander would love to sit a spell, but he's a tad busy at the moment. A path leads from the marble steps off into the hills of Chessboard Land. A noble white chess knight stands at the top of the marble stairs. A red chess knight stands at the top of the marble steps.
Checkmate! Only chess pieces allowed in Chessboard Land? That's right. Humans aren't allowed in and never will be. Stay out!
All right. Oh.
I must insist, Your Highness. I shall send a lump of coal to the Vizier and the Princess as a present for their wedding, and that's the... Excuse me, my good man, but could you settle an argument for us?
Which of us should get to carry the coal and which the egg? Remember, white is the color of deserving truth and virtue.
Quiet, Your Highness, and let him make up his own mind. I, for one, shall be more proper, and not even mention the fact that red is the color of love.
I'm sorry, Your Majesties. I'm partial to both red
I like
and white.
the way he's standing.
But
He's
I'm
like,
afraid that I don't know how to solve your problem. One of you will just have to be gracious and allow the other the lump of coal.
What a ridiculously stupid idea.
Quite ludicrous.
He was a lot of help, wasn't he?
Oh, yes. Obviously a man of high intelligence.
oh, left something behind.
The lump of coal goes much better with my gown anyway. Black and red are imperial colors.
That's the silliest thing I ever heard. Red does not go with anything, being much too self-conscious. White is the perfect accompaniment to any color.
All right. That was quite the interaction. And pick this
Alexander picks up the Red Queen's scarf.
up. All right. Yeah, snooty little chess pieces. I feel like I remember you don't ever actually get to go in this land. And I remember thinking as a kid, like, man, I want to go see what is in chessboard land. Wait. Go back. Examine the grapes.
Clinging vines climb the garden wall.
Can I pick them?
Alexander gets closer to the sour grapes.
Back off, bucko!
Oh, excuse me.
All right.
To the right of the path is a little coffee table.
Would you lovely flowers be interested in this?
Guess not.
I wanted to put it on the table.
Alexander wouldn't want to leave that on the coffee table.
Oh, is the iceberg melting? Oh, maybe we should go take it before it melts.
Alexander pulls up. Alexander feels a strain.
Hurry, Alexander, before the iceberg lettuce melts.
Hoping to cool down the boiling pond, Alexander throws in a head of iceberg lettuce. The pond's water slowly stops boiling, cooled by the ice. It still looks hot, but bearable.
Yeah, just like a sauna.
Alexander doesn't want to alter the forest. There's no reason to use that on the hunter's lamp.
There might be.
Alexander decides to brave the steaming pond.
Ouch! Ow! Ooh, 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 ouch!
The pond is no longer boiling, but it's hardly bathwater. Alexander takes the old hunter's lamp from the tree.
Might be able to give that to the lamp salesman guy.
Alexander doesn't want to alter the forest.
Oh.
The path, like destiny, cannot be altered.
Okay.
As Alexander continues down the path, he gets the strange feeling that he's being watched.
Come on over here and see what I'm doing with these flowers. Never mind that stone fella on top of the gate. He won't hurt you any. He's just there to scare you.
Oh, I don't trust your eyes.
A stone archer sits atop the lintel of the gate like a silent guardian. His stone bow is tightly drawn and fitted with a single stone arrow. The statue to the left of the gate shows a man kneeling down with his spear as though waiting for a target. A brick lies in the grass. It must have come from the old brick wall.
Can we pick it up?
Alexander picks up the brick.
Can we put the brick back in the wall?
Using that on the wall would not help anything.
What about on the archer?
Throwing the brick at the stone archer might scratch his marble, but it won't stop the archer's vigilant watch over the path.
Perhaps you'd find this interesting.
Sure, bring it on over to this side of the wall where I can see it better.
Do I still have ink? Maybe I can...
Come on through, I say. I can show you a path through the forest.
No, we don't have the ink anymore. Okay.
You aren't gonna listen to me, are you? Well, we'll just see about that.
That's odd.
Whoa.
The gardener just disappeared.
Alright, so we got some new things. Got a rotten tomato, we got a sash, got a brick, and we got the lamp. Go back
Alexander
to the
pulls
main
out his
island.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Is that poster always there?
Alexander doesn't remember that sign being on the wall
Oh, okay.
before. He decides to take a closer look. It's a proclamation. It reads, "Citizens rejoice," announcing the royal wedding and coronation of Wazir Abdul al-Hazred and Princess Kasima. For reasons of security, the
Not the
wedding will not be
princess.
open to the public. Long live the new king and queen of the land of the Green Isles. Alexander feels his stomach turn at the thought of the dread event. If he doesn't do something soon, Kasima will be another man's wife. The scarf is made of red silk.
Okay. Good talk.
Alexander is carrying an old, battered hunter's lamp. The lamp is empty. Alexander rubs the lamp, but nothing happens.
Aw. I poked the tomato.
Hands off, you! Hands off, you!
Oh, is that all he says?
The girl is too far away to hold.
Go help my daughter. She needs something to fix her hair.
Yes, stepmother.
I want to throw the rotten tomato at the stepmother. That's what I want to do.
Hello. I will be right up. Now, what can I do for you?
What is this book on your counter?
How much for that book on the counter, merchant?
It is a fine book, is it not? I obtained it from the estate of the one and only magician this kingdom has ever had. Poofed himself into an aardvark in the end, or so I heard. I never found the spells all that useful myself, but then I lead a boring life. I tell you what, if you can find another rare book, something a bit more marketable, I might be willing to exchange the spell book for it.
Okay, well, I don't have that book yet, but we'll find it, I'm sure. We'll be back.
Your candy dish is empty.
I am sorry, sir, but I have no more mints. Somebody has eaten them all.
Well, get some more then.
I fear
He's
that
addicted
is
to the
impossible.
mints.
Without the ferry, I can no longer get imports from the other islands, and we do not grow mint extract on the Isle of the Crown.
Oh, I hate not getting what I want.
Well, that was the thing.
The dusty shop.
How fare you, good merchant?
A man my age can only thank the heavens for continued strength, young sire.
Need a lamp?
Would you be interested in making a trade for this, merchant?
I have too many lamps already, thanks.
Fair, fair. What about a rotten tomato?
Rotten Tomato wouldn't appreciate being traded into a pawn shop.
Who cares what Rotten Tomato thinks?
Would you be interested in making a trade for this, merchant?
I think not. I do not have much call for that item these days.
Yeah, the Rotten Tomato has feelings?
Would you be interested in trading for this brick?
I am afraid I have very little call for bricks, Prince.
I like how he thought about it for a second. He was like, a brick.
A group of serving women approached the castle.
Hurry up, girls. There's plenty of work afoot today. No time to dawdle.
Yes, Sergeant Gruff.
It's well that they're
Sergeant
here.
Gruff?
Cook is about driven himself mad,
Like-
I hear.
like Gruff the crime dog?
Worrying over the wedding preparations.
I won't. What a celebration there will be today. Wine will flow like a river of red.
I'm just gonna go ahead and go in, guys. Hope you don't mind.
We are under orders not to let you anywhere near the castle, Prince Alexander. Be gone.
What if I throw a brick at you?
I really must get inside the castle to see the princess. Perhaps this will convince you.
Be gone. We have no interest in anything you carry. You are not welcome at
He
the
says
castle.
it so, like, sure of himself. He's like, perhaps this will tempt you. Beep. We got a ad break starting in 54 seconds. I know, dang ads. Let's go
Alexander
back to
pulls out his magic map.
the bookworm. Was that the Isle
Alexander
of
feels
Wonder,
a
right?
strange pulling sensation. The tail end of this island is a riotous scramble of books, sand, and a spider's web. The tail end of this... The tail end...
I was gonna try to click on the bee.
Alexander sees nothing of interest there. There's no reason to use that. There's no reason.
Hello? Is anyone there in the books?
What do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize these books had an owner. I'm in need of a rare book.
No owner? All books have owners, my good man. And this book owner, Bookworm to you, wouldn't part with one of his books for anything.
Isn't there something I can do for you to pay for the book?
Let's see. Do you have an itinerant clause?
No. No clauses at all, I'm afraid.
As an exception, you always should.
What?
Don't mind oxymoron and diphthong. They're fairly limited grammatical principles, you know. Let's see. A marsh pig that does Texas?
No. I'm afraid not.
A dangling participle?
I'm fresh out.
A purple fiddle whacker?
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
An idiosyncrasy, perhaps?
Afraid not.
Ha! Then what good are you?
No good, clearly. I do remember the dangling participle. What if I just grab this
There's
book
no
over
reason
here?
to touch that.
It says you.
Do you have anything interesting yet?
A regular abnormality?
Let me see what I have.
We'll just walk away now.
Milkweed thrives near the mucky swamp. Small bottles filled with milk grow on it like fruit. Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush. Apparently, the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander standing that close.
Okay. Oh, I got it, though.
The glass bottle is full of milk. How strange for a plant to produce not only milk, but a container to go with it. Alexander gives one of the baby's tears a bottle of milk. The other baby's tears seem to resent Alexander's gift for some reason. As much as Alexander might wish to comfort the crying babies, he feels a little awkward about picking them up. He's
Groovy.
rather new at this. Alexander has no reason to gather. What a grip! The baby is not at all willing to let go of that milk bottle.
Hey, thank you for that follow on TikTok.
One of the babies is sucking happily on a bottle of milk, while the others are spilling copious tears over their lack of the same.
What if I get another one? Some more for them.
Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush. Apparently, the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander standing that close. Alexander already has a bottle of milk. One is enough to carry around.
Says you. Game is so confident, knows every possible use for every item. Right, like maybe I'm just creative as fuck. Who knows? What if I give it to another baby?
Alexander gives one of the baby's tears a bottle of milk. The other baby's tears seem to resent Alexander's gift for some reason. Apparently, the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander.
Okay, so just leaving gets rid of the baby bottle, so you can't go back to get more. Okay. Oh look, that looks like a face.
The fallen log has a good-sized knot or bump. The bump on the log does not look particularly interesting to Alexander. That bump on the log does not look particularly conversational to Alexander. Alexander sees no point in trying to talk to that stick in the swamp.
What if I throw a brick at it?
Why would Alexander want to throw that at the stick in the swamp?
Because I want to. Don't question me. Game thinks it knows. It doesn't know. Doesn't know.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Aha.
There's an odd little creature dangling from that tree branch.
Hello, friend. Aren't you an odd-looking little fellow?
I'm not odd-looking, you are.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you could speak.
Speak not. Funny is, speech I am and nothing but.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot it has like Yoda speak.
You speak strangely, friend.
Strange, my speech is not. Eloquence I speak with.
But who are you? And why are you here?
Away I fly my home from. Lost I am, therefore. Has my name too? Can you guess not? It's what I do this branch with, and the way I speak of.
If you're lost, perhaps I can take you home.
Take me home too? Think not I do. Know you I do not.
Are you sure you don't want me to try to find your home?
Trust you I do not. Stay here I will.
What about this?
Alexander holds the sentence out to the creature.
This sentence seems in need of an ending. Perhaps you could finish it?
Where are you going? Where are you going? Know what I do? Where are you going to? Like you, I do. Go I with you?
Well, that was easy. It's like it's crawling through his coat.
Well, that was certainly interesting. It looks like Alexander now has a passenger.
Now we know who to give the dangling participle to.
One end of the creature resembles a miniature dragon, while the other looks like a possum. What a strange-looking fellow. Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Where was that? Oh, the
Alexander
longer.
feels a strange pulling sensation.
All right, let's go see the bookworm.
Are you there, most venerable bookworm?
Do you have anything interesting yet? A prepositional phrase, possibly?
Let me see what I have.
Oh, I have something for you. Check this out.
I found this little fellow lost on another island.
Coming home I am too.
There you are, you naughty boy. I told you not to leave the island.
Glad I am seeing you too.
A most solemn celebration.
So ridiculous.
So, you found my dangling participle. I suppose I'll have to give you something. Let's see now. Was it a rare book you wanted?
Yes, sir.
Well, then none of these will do. They've been sitting in the sun far too long and must be well cooked by now. This one is far more rare. A delicious little tidbit.
Thanks.
Thanks, I guess. We get.
Alexander is carrying a rare book from the bookworm. The words in the binding are very faint. The something riddle book.
Okay. Well, let's go give it to the bookstore owner.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Magic map is the only way I travel.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Hello.
Hello. I got a book for you.
What can I do?
Check this shit out. How's that for a rare book?
I found this rare book, and I thought of your offer.
Very
Nerd.
Oh, it is a wonderful riddle book. Riddles are much more marketable than spells these days. I guess people believe more in mirth than in magic. Here is the spell book you wanted, and a fair trade it is, I must say. Enjoy it.
I certainly hope so. We shall see how rusty my spell casting truly is.
Neat.
Alexander is carrying a book from the bookshop. The cover says, Ye Old Spell Book.
Magic paint spell. 1 cup swamp ooze, river Styx water, one black horse feather. Okay, alright. Well, we have the feather. We know where to get swamp ooze. The river Styx, I'm guessing, that's what I was saying earlier, is like I swear I could remember like having to actually travel to the scene when you die. Add Styx water to swamp ooze and cup. Stir with horse feather. Apply to blank surface with artist brush. Speak incantation over painting to materialize. Incantation. Magic paint. Black as ink. Bring to life what I think. Make it real what I draw. According to this spoken law.
Speaking the incantation would do little good unless there were a painted object nearby to enchant.
Well, I don't have that right now, do I? Snarky little narrator.
The glass bottle is full of milk. How strange for a plant to produce not only...
Yeah, well, we got the book, so we'll save. Judgmental narrator strikes again. I just wanted to see if there was going to be a new scene there. Well, we know we need swamp ooze.
Alexander
Let's go see what we
pulls out his
can
magic
do
map.
about that. That was... that Isle of Wonder too?
Alexander feels a strange pull.
And what about the lamp?
Why would Alexander want to collect swamp matter in that old lamp?
So I could collect it for the spell.
Why would Alexander want to throw that in the swamp?
Really tired of this narrator second guessing me all the time. Alright, so I need some container to hold the swamp ooze. Can I drink the milk?
Alexander drinks the milk and discards the bottle. Yum.
Oh, okay. Maybe now we can collect it. Oh. He discarded the bottle. Okay, so that's...
Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush. Apparently, the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander standing that close.
I don't care what the dogwood tree likes. Oh, something on the... What is that?
Alexander takes the teacup.
Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Alexander gives one of the baby's tears a bottle of milk. The other baby's tears seem to resent Alexander's gift for some reason. Why would Alexander want to put tears in a teacup?
Oh, psh. Because that's why. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna grab one of these again, though.
Alexander takes a bottle of milk. Apparently, the dog would.
You do anything
What's wrong with your mouth?
No offense, but it hurts too much to talk.
Okay.
That won't do anything for the little oyster.
No? Okay.
That won't do anything for the little oyster. That won't do anything for the little oyster.
Nothing new here. Okay. Man, I thought I really had that figured out.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
With the teacup.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Oh yeah, this stupid statue. Okay, well we can't go there yet.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
His magic map.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Does he now? Giggity.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Hello.
The mint dish is empty.
I don't know if we need the bird anymore. Let's...
Would you mind if I traded this in?
And go back
Prince
to
Alex,
the flute.
Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
One flute, please.
I'll take the flute.
The flute? Very good, Prince Alex. May its music
I like how he
always
questioned it.
be
He's
sweet.
like, the flute?
Feel free to trade it back at any time.
Thank you.
I wonder what the game devs reason the decision to only use the map
Alexander
on the
pulls
beach.
out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Why don't you let me see if I can help?
No way! No one's looking in my mouth. I hate dentists.
Why don't you let me see if I can help?
No way!
Alexander plays a lovely little tune on the flute.
Try to reduce sequence breaking opportunities. That makes sense.
May I have this dance?
Oh, my!
Remember this game? Nice.
Alexander stops playing the flute, but the wallflowers and snapdragons continue to dance.
Oh, yeah,
caught
they
up in
do.
the music and oblivious to everything around them.
Hole in the wall is mine.
While
Haha.
the wallflowers dance, Alexander snatches the hole in the wall.
That was fun. Nice little dance party there. Dig it. Ding, 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 ding. I have that stuck in my head for the rest of the night now.
The hole in the wall has 4 legs and a curly tail. He's all limbs with only a hole for a body. But that doesn't make him any less whole. Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Let's go. Ding, 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 ding.
Groovy!
I'm gonna try some before I leave. Hey, thanks for that follow on TikTok. This narrator is the goat. I'll listen now where. Okay, never mind. Oh, I already have the map.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation. Using that on the wall would not help anything.
Says you. Wait. Never mind.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Is this a first playthrough. Not technically, but I haven't played it in like 30 years, so it's I do remember a lot, but I don't remember everything. Pardon me, guards. Pay no mind to me.
Alexander puts the hole in the wall on the side wall of the castle.
He puts the hole in the wall or gets the hose again.
Alexander looks through the hole in the wall.
Whoa. Played it when it first came out. I don't know how soon after it came out when
Alexander can see what looks like a hallway in the basement of the castle. It must lie just on the other side of this wall. Alexander can see what look. Alexander removes.
It came included with a PC we bought. So it was probably the year or year after it came out. It came with your PC too? Nice. I bet it was included with a lot of PCs at the time.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Good day. See what he has to say about the hole in the wall.
The little hole in the wall might not appreciate being traded in like some ordinary old object that has lost its usefulness.
Fine. Whatever.
Hello. I will be right up. Now, what can I do for you?
Could I interest you in a hole in the wall, good sir? I know it
Merchant,
won't work.
Would you be interested in this?
No, thank you.
Just the way he
I
says it, he's
deal
like,
only
would you
in
be
books."
interested in this? You've never seen one of these before. I haven't talked to this guy in a while. See if there's anything new here.
Oh, it's you. Come on in.
It's true, it is a pretty weird item.
How goes it, Alexander?
Would you be at all interested in this?
Nah, what need is a poor dry dock ferryman for that?
I mean, it's a hole in the wall. You could use it for all sorts of things. How about some milk?
Would you be at all interested in this?
Nah, what need it?
Did I already try the brick?
Would you be at all interested in this?
Nah, what need it?
What about a flute?
Would you be at all in...
Nah.
Well,
You're always welcome.
Well, it's been real. All right, so what else? What do we have? Got the hole in the wall. Use that to look to see inside the castle. You have the hunter's lamp. The spell book. All right, I'm gonna save it. We're gonna try the catacombs. Have we looked at all the spells? Oh, are there more than one?
Alexander is carrying a book. This is the first page.
Do you even know how a book works? Oh, I didn't even realize there were other spells. Thought that was the only one. 2 drops salt water from the sea. Vial sacred water. Falling water. Charming creature of the night. Skull full of hot oak embers. Bit of sulfur. Strand of a pure-hearted maiden's hair.
This is the last page.
3-page book. Yeah, it's more of a pamphlet than a book. A spell pamphlet. Salt water, sacred water, falling water. Sea salt water is in a teapot. Add falling water, speaking to boiling. Oh, there we go. I was like, where's...
There's no reason to throw that into the sea.
I didn't want to throw it in the sea.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Wanted to collect some seawater.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Did I already try the teacup on this?
What do you think you're doing?
You startled me. I was just getting some swamp ooze.
Well, you certainly won't get it there! That's not swamp ooze! That's swamp slime!
He's right, you know. But he could be a little nicer about telling you. He's not a very pleasant stick in the mud.
Nobody asked you! Be quiet!
Oh, the trials of being a mere bump on a log.
Okay, what if I try again?
That's not
swamp ooze! That's swamp slime!
It's true. He's right. Extremely irritating, but right.
Shut up! Shut up! You worthless bump on a log!
Oh, the cross that I must bear. Would that I could but avenge this uncalled for abuse.
Yo, Lala Lord, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Enjoy those, is it 5 or 6 extra emotes now?
That's not swamp ooze!
Oh.
I'll show you a bit of...
You see how...
Try talking to him again.
Perhaps you could toss me some swamp ooze, since you seem to be able to recognize it. I can only reach this bit by the path.
Well, hoity-toity, look who's Mr. Wants So Much! You think I got a job here passing around precious swamp matter? You should be so lucky!
He's an utter waste of oxygen. I'd save my breath if I were you.
The swamp gurgles and in all...
But really,
Never! I got your swamp ooze right next to me, and that's where it's gonna stay! This swamp ooze is mine! Period.
If I throw a tomato at you.
Perhaps I can help you out by throwing a rotten tomato at Stick in the Mud for you.
Really?
Oh, is that actually it?
Oh, I appreciate the gesture, but the swamp is broader than it looks. Only a native like myself would be able to hit him from here.
What? Oh.
I thought this might come in handy the next time your brother starts picking on you.
Aha! Finally, old Bump on the Log's not so defenseless, is he?
Hey! Hey!
This
What are
is
you doing
amazing.
there? Watch the pulp, would you? Now, Bumpy, remember all I've given you!
The only thing you've ever given me is mud. Take this!
No! Not into the swamp!
At least he's calling his shot. Oh shit. It's a food fight, kind of. Swamp,
Okay, I give up.
swamp slime fight.
Jeez, sorry.
Well, I guess it's not very pleasant having things thrown at you. I'm sorry.
You mean it? Really? Brother.
Brother!
Stick in the Mud and Bump on a Log, exhausted from the battle, immediately doze off into naps. Rotten Tomato, being equally lazy, decides to join them.
Of course. Alright, we'll collect our swamp slime.
Alexander fills the teacup
Or
with
ooze.
the swamp ooze.
Sorry.
Alexander gives one of the baby's tears a... The other baby's tears seem to resent Alexander's gift. Why would Alexander want to put tears in a teacup?
Because.
Why would Alex... That would serve no purpose. As much as Alexander might wish to comfort the crying babies, he feels a little awkward about picking them up. He's rather new at this.
You know there's a way to collect them. What does this say again?
Alexander is...
Oh. Swamp ooze, river Styx water. Oh, let's see. Try the lamp. I tried that before, but it was before I did the whole swamp thing.
Alexander collects some of the baby's tears in the old hunter's lamp.
Well, there we go. Yeah, I definitely tried that before, but it was before I got the swamp ooze.
Alexander is carrying an old, battered hunter's lamp. The lamp contains baby's tears.
Now, is that considered... falling water, maybe? Oh, maybe I can get the... I did not try the lamp on the ocean. Swear you did that before, maybe you had to read the spell. I don't know, I definitely did it before.
Alexander wouldn't want to throw that into the sea.
No, I just want to collect it.
Alexander sees no use for that item there.
Aren't tears salt? Yeah, I thought of that, but... Oh, it says not from the sea. Oh, I totally didn't even see that. Not. Okay. So yeah, the tears are salt water, not from the sea. We need the sacred water and falling water for that. Also, I just thought of something. Skull full of hot oak embers. Still have that skull, right? Oh, I don't have the skull. Because you get that from the catacombs. Aren't there creatures that cry on that island? Yeah, that's where we just got them from. The baby's tears. Yeah, the skull was in the catacomb save. And then we fell down the pit and I reloaded. That's okay, we'll get that one when we have to do that section again. Quick paint spell. The only thing we're missing here is the river Styx. I feel like that's later because I'm guessing that's the part where there's a section where you don't really fake your death. I guess you do die because you go to that death scene, right? I swear that's a thing, but I could be misremembering. It has been 30 years since I played this. I didn't mean to close this. Bit of sulfur, strand from Pure Maiden's hair. Yeah, this one's way off. We're not close to getting that one. This one we only have one ingredient. Not sure about these two things yet. And yeah, this one we just need the river Styx water.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Unless that's the boiling water.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation. The disenchanted pond water is not something that Alexander needs to ever collect in that lamp.
Are you sure? What is in the...
The little china teacup is made of fine porcelain. The teacup contains swamp ooze.
Oh, let's try it. Wait.
Why would Alexander want to collect pond water in that teacup?
I don't know. Okay. Can't get past that yet.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
His magic map.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
All right. Well, hey, it is 10 p.m. already. Night just went so fast, which is my normal time that I wrap up. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed your time. If you're new here, I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern. So I'll be back Thursday. I kind of want to play this over. We've been playing Super Mario Sunshine. And I was gonna play that again Thursday, but I honestly kind of want to watch or play this one again. I want to keep playing this one. So I think we'll jump back into this on Thursday. So hopefully we will see you then, 6 p.m. Eastern. If you use Discord, we do have a Discord. 8bitjosh.com/Discord will get you there. If you want. It's Discord and Blue Sky are the best places to find out when I'll be streaming or when I won't be streaming. You know, sometimes things happen. But yeah, so thanks everybody for hanging out. I hope you had a nice time, and we'll be back here Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern for more King's Quest 6. We'll see you then. Bye. Kaboom!